Now, from the station on your side, this is Wavy News 10.
A touching tribute in ink.
It's a constant reminder of both, my failures and my successes.
How some of those affected by May's mass shooting in Virginia Beach are using body art to heal, plus a smashing success. The Navy christened its newest aircraft carrier today. How leaders say it will honor its namesake, President John F. Kennedy, and Snowball Express. Families of fallen military heroes get a special send-off as they left for a trip geared towards fun and healing. Well, good evening, everyone, and thank you for joining us. I'm Kayla Gaskins. It's been more than 6 months now since the deadly mass shooting at the Virginia Beach Municipal Center. And as we know, it takes a long time to heal. A group of victims and first responders are using ink to help that process. 10 on your side's Madison Glassman has more for us tonight. Madison.
Kayla, survivors and first responders got tattoos today at the Virginia Beach Law Enforcement Training Academy to cover their injuries, both physical and mental. Each one was designed by the survivor, and each one has a very personal meaning. Turning hurt,
spicy bit,
a little bit,
into healing with tattoos.
Just to put something on a person's body to help them heal, I think it's such a, I don't know, there's no words for it.
This is David Jonathan Nieves. He got David and Goliath from the Bible tattooed on his chest, a symbol of an inner battle he's still fighting.
I chose this because of what occurred on that day, because that became another Goliath of mine.
Jonathan Nieves is the coordinator for active shooter training in Virginia Beach. He scheduled an active shooter workshop on June 1st, a day after the shooting. Then the unthinkable happened, and he's still dealing with the pain.
It's a constant reminder of both, my failures and my successes. Many people that were in that building were trained by me, and they told me that it was my voice that they heard that day. And then some people that didn't make it, they were also in my class.
All right, I'm gonna start out slow because I know how bad this hurts once you take a break. Honestly, man.
You should have let me take a break.
All the artists at the event are donating their talents. They're not asking for money in return. All they want is to be a part of a healing process, even just for a moment.
It's heavy. Yeah, what happened here in May, it's terrible.
Southpaw is a tattoo artist from the group Healing with Ink, an Israeli organization that tattoos survivors of war and terrorism. 14 artists from Virginia and all over the world were at the event, helping to heal both physical and mental wounds.
It means everything to these people. I mean, they wouldn't be here. They wouldn't have taken, because it's not like you walk in the building and you just get tattooed. There's a process to this. You have to fill out an application. You have to tell your story. You have to relive that.
And the artist listens. Southpaw says before ink hits the skin, tears are shed, stories are exchanged. That's when the healing process can begin. And by the end of the day, Southpaw tells me after hearing the survivor stories, they've become like family. Another tattoo session is scheduled for tomorrow from 5 p.m. until 11 at the Museum of Contemporary Art in Virginia Beach. I'm Madison Glassman, 10 on your side.
Well, Madison, thank you. And the Navy welcomed its newest aircraft carrier to the fleet. It christened the USS John F. Kennedy today. It's the second aircraft carrier of the Gerald R. Ford class and is slated to replace the USS Nimitz when the ship is decommissioned. 10 on your side's Deanna Betneshi shows us more from the ceremony.
Chairs were filled with people admiring the future aircraft carrier, USS John F. Kennedy. This is the second aircraft carrier to honor President Kennedy. The ship, built by Huntington Ingalls Industries' Newport News Shipbuilding Division, incorporates advanced technology such as a new propulsion system, machinery control, radars, and integrated warfare system. Newport News Shipbuilding President Jennifer Boykin talked about the amount of work put into the ship.
Since the first cut of steel 9 years ago, thousands of shipbuilders have brought incredible integrity, skill, and innovation to bear, working around the clock.
And also honored those who were part of building her. Admiral Frank Caldwell, director of the Navy Nuclear Propulsion Program, spoke about the future of the ship.
Kennedy will be the envy of every other Navy in the world, with the most capable design, built by the very best, operated by the finest sailors in our Navy.
Former NASA Administrator Major General Charles F. Bolden Jr. delivered the ceremony's keynote address.
President Kennedy faced a daunting geopolitical situation when he entered the White House. But he left us an energized space program and also formed the Peace Corps and worked to limit nuclear testing, among many other accomplishments. All of these things contribute today to the relative peace that service members preserve, protect, and strengthen.
Caroline Kennedy, President Kennedy's daughter and sponsor of the ship, also gave a speech about what today would have meant to her father.
This ship will represent the ideals he lived by: courage, sacrifice, belief in freedom. And it will help make real his vision of a more just America and a more peaceful world.
To wrap up the ceremony, Caroline Kennedy smashed a bottle of sparkling wine across the ship's hull.
I christen the United States ship John F. Kennedy. May God bless this ship and all who sail in her.
She was then given the bottle as a keepsake. Deanna Betaneshi, 10 on your side.
Deanna, thank you. And we're following developing news from Norfolk. That's where a woman has died after a hit and run late last night. Police say they already have a suspect in custody. They charged 66-year-old Walter Williams Jr. with hit and run and driving under the influence, second offense, among other charges. Police say he was driving south on Ingleside Road, not far from Virginia Beach Boulevard, when he hit 43-year-old Tanisha Pulley. Paramedics took her to the hospital, where she later died. Detectives are still investigating. They say Williams could face additional charges. And we are just getting started here at 11. Coming up, a fire forced a family of 3 from their home today who spotted the smoke and called for help.
And our temperatures are pretty cold right now. We're in the 20s and 30s across Hampton Roads. We're going to see our temperatures drop to the mid-20s tonight, around 25 degrees for some spots, and then stay in the 30s as we go into the morning tomorrow. But what we have to look forward to is eventually some rain. We'll have a lot of sunshine throughout the day tomorrow, but by tomorrow night, well, there's the rain. I'll let you know what we have in store with that rainfall coming up.
From the station on your side, you're watching Wavy News 10 at 11.